This is Dr. Brian Edwards from Topeka, Kansas. This is my poster that I displayed at the New Orleans National Lipid Association in 2016. This is a poster to determine if your diet is healthy. I had regression of atheroma in the wall of my carotid after starting Atkins or low-carb, high-fat in 2011. In December 2009, my CMT, which is an ultrasound of the carotid artery wall, was 0.599. After 7 years of Atkins, my CIMT was 0.554. Clearly I had regression of the plaque. Normally you would think with 7 years of aging, I'm 64 years old now, and with a 60% high-fat diet, most of it saturated fat, that I would get increased atheroma in the wall of my carotid artery, but it did not happen. I checked it in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and this past year, 2015. All these CIMTs were done at KU Medical Center by Dr. Moriarty, same ultrasound. They do quite a few of these at the Lipid Apheresis Center. So I believe the quality was well done. What's interesting is that my LDLp was low before I went on the diet, and I was on atorvastatin 10 milligrams a day with Enduracin or Niacin 1,000 milligrams a day. After I went on the Atkins, the LDLp did go up, but this is well known that as the fat cells lose their fat, the LDLp will go up temporarily. However, after that it stabilized, and it remarkably went down to 354. And this is with a weight gain of 259 while on Atkins ad libitum. I went on quite a few cruises and I had not done excess exercise. In fact, I had decreased exercise to 1 to 2 miles of walking a day. The confounding covariable of weight loss came in only later in 2014. And actually, you can see with the weight loss, I actually increased a little bit from prior numbers, but decreased from earlier number. But what's really amazing is my LDL particle number went down to the absolute bottom of 300 that can be measured on the NMR liposcience machine. Here my weight was 236 after going off insulin and going on Invokana. Finally, in order to get off more medicine, in particular Actos, I wanted to lose more weight. Thus, what I did was I exercised more with weights, and I made sure I was in nutritional ketosis with finger stick. I was in nutritional ketosis, so I knew my carbs were quite low, and I exercised an hour and a half a day at the gym. Despite this, I gained 4 pounds, probably muscle, but still I decided to start Qsymia. I went to an obesity clinic and they started me in June. Several months later, I lost another 11 pounds. Presently, I'm down to 215 pounds in the month of May. As you can see, LDLp is down despite a 60% fat diet, without extra exercise, without a real change in weight in the early years. Thus, the premise that Atkins diet will increase atheroma has to be questioned in many patients, especially if they are insulin resistant like myself. I think the lab had to be checked, so over the years I did an ApoB as well with a different laboratory. And as you can see, the levels were around 60 most of the time. Thank you very much This is Dr. Edwards.